Hi, hello students. How are you all? Hope that you are all doing well. Welcome back to our Physics Truth Loka channel. Never before, ever after. Learn physics in detail at the speed of light. So let's not waste the time and straight away coming into the topic. So up to now we are learning about reference frame. So let's see what is reference frame once recall and let's further go into the further topics of kinematics. So reference frame, we learned it as the place or the region where the observations are taken. So here reference frame we can also tell like this. Reference frame means it is a coordinate system. It is a coordinate system. To the reference frame we can attach some coordinate axis. So it is a coordinate system attached with a clock also we can tell. Attached with a clock. It is a coordinate system attached with a clock. Attached with a clock like that also we can tell. So here you see coordinate system attached with a clock. Just I will give an example for this and we shall move further. Suppose yesterday I have given some examples here. Suppose there is a person here and who is at rest. This person is at rest and he is observing a ball. We discussed he is observing a ball which is moving with the speed of suppose 10 meter per second. And to this person now we can attach a coordinate system, and in this coordinate system and we can attach a clock also. So at the time of so some clock, suppose this is 12 o'clock, it is here. By the time he is observing the ball, so this is t is equal to 0 and he is observing the velocity of the ball is 10 meter per second. After 2 seconds or 3 seconds, if the ball is moving with the same speed, then the ball is moving with a constant velocity of 10 meter per second and it is having the magnitude of velocity 10 meter per second moving in the same, it is not changing its direction. Then we can say, so whatever may be then after t is equal to 1 second also, after t is equal to 0 at the starting, at the time of t is equal to 0 seconds, velocity of the ball with respect to this velocity of the ball with respect to this boy, with respect to this boy is at rest and let us suppose this boy is A. Velocity of the ball with respect to this boy A is given as velocity of the ball minus velocity of the A. Velocity of the ball is 10 meter per second. Velocity of this boy A is 0. So it is observed. So whenever he starts his observation, velocity of the ball is 10 meter per second. After 1 second, again, since the frame of reference is at rest, he will observe the same. Velocity of the ball after 1 second also with respect to this boy A is given as again 10 meter per second. So like this continuously in this frame of reference the velocity of the ball is observed to be 10 meter per second only. So in the last class also I gave example. So what here I would like to mention here means so reference frame means so the place from where you are observing observations are taking or from where you are observing the system. System means the particle or the body on which our observations are, on which our observation is concentrated. So we are observing the ball here, we are observing the motion of the ball, or we are concentrated on observing the velocity of the ball. So here the velocity of the ball is observed from this place. To this place you can attach a coordinate system. So to this Cartesian coordinate system we can attach, and you can fix a clock into this coordinate system. So as the time is passing, so throughout the time t is equal to 2 seconds also, the velocity of the ball with respect to that reference frame always coming out to be 10 meter per second all. Suppose if this frame of reference is also moving, so according to the velocity of the frame of reference, suppose here the frame of reference, this boy is in car. Already we discussed this, and here today I want to stress this point. We can attach a reference frame. Suppose a car is there, this boy is in the car, and this car is also moving with the speed of some 5 meter per second, and here the velocity of the ball is 10 meter per second. This is the ball, velocity of the ball. So as the ball is moving with 10 meter per second and the car is also here, the reference frame is car, and to this car reference frame we attached a coordinate system, and here you can see at a time of t is equal to 0 seconds, velocity of the ball with respect to this car, we can write velocity of the ball minus velocity of the car as per the relative velocity equation. So velocity of the ball is 10 minus velocity of the car is 5, so you are getting it as plus 5 meter per second. Means velocity of the car ball with, suppose a person who is on this car is observing this ball. Even though ball is moving with a velocity of 10 meter per second, for this person the ball appears to be moving with a speed of 5 meter per second only in the same direction. Plus means here at a time of t is equal to 1, when he starts observing like that, after 1 second, what is the velocity of the ball with respect to car? So after 1 second, if both are moving with constant speed, if the car is not accelerating, it is moving with a constant speed only, then after 1 second also velocity of the ball with respect to car is you will get it is you will get velocity of the ball minus velocity of the car. Again you will get it as plus 5 meter per second. So since if here the reference frame is moving with constant velocity, so here the reference frame is at rest and here the reference frame is moving with constant velocity, means both the reference frames are inertial frames of reference. So in all inertial frames of reference, the observations will be same. The velocity of the ball comes out to be constant only. So here at all times the velocity of the ball is not changing because it is moving with constant velocity. Velocity of the ball came out to be plus 5 meter per second. So like that. So students, based on reference frame, physical quantities are classified into two types. One is relative physical quantities. Relative physical quantities are those physical quantities which depends upon reference frame. Physical quantities which vary according to the reference frame are called relative physical quantities. For example, say there is a ground frame of reference, a boy is standing on the ground, and with respect to this ground frame of reference, if he is observing a ball which is moving with a velocity of 10 meter per second towards east, then velocity of the ball with respect to ground is observed to be velocity of the ball with respect to ground is observed to be plus 10 meter per second. And the same boy, whenever he is moving in a car, when the car is moving with a speed of 5 meter per second to east, and the same ball was observed, so the velocity of the ball with respect to this car reference frame, it comes out to be plus 5 meter per second, that is 5 meter per second towards east. That means here the reference frame is changed. So from here to here, if the reference frame is ground frame of reference, ball is at rest, the ball's velocity came out to be 10. If the reference frame is moving car and the ball's velocity came out to be 5 meter per second. So as velocity of the ball here, it is depending upon reference frame. From reference frame to reference frame, the velocity of the ball value is changing. So this velocity of the ball, we can say it as a relative physical quantity. So we can say relative velocity of the ball is relative. Velocity is relative physical quantity. Similarly, we can say distance, displacement, everything. Examples: distance, displacement, velocity, acceleration, speed, and we cannot say acceleration. Acceleration is absolute in inertial frame of reference. Later we will discuss about that also. So all these quantities are examples, etc., are these examples of relative physical quantities. So another set of physical quantities based on which does not depend upon reference frame are called absolute physical quantities. These are absolute physical quantities are those physical quantities which does not depend upon reference frame. So they does not depend on reference frame. Absolute physical quantities does not depend upon reference frame. They are independent of reference frame. Means for example, you take mass. So mass of the ball, in this example only you take, suppose mass of the ball here it is 10 gram. Mass of the ball is 10 gram. Here also mass of the ball will be 10 gram only. Here also, if it is observed from both the reference frames, whatever may be the reference frame, mass of the ball in all types of reference frames you will get it as 10 gram only. So that is the mass. It is independent of reference. Such type of physical quantities are called absolute physical quantities. In classical mechanics, I am talking about classical mechanics here. So in classical mechanics, where already we learned about the boundaries in classical mechanics, where object size is so many times far greater than the size of the atom, and the speed of the object so many times far less than the speed of the light. If for such type of objects always mass is constant, and means always mass is independent of reference frame, so we can say mass is an absolute physical quantity in classical mechanics. Even time also, it is an absolute physical quantity in classical mechanics. So later in relativistic mechanics, you'll observe that mass also varies according to the time, and the different, that is a different thing. So in classical mechanics, you need to remember that mass is an absolute physical quantity. So absolute physical quantity means what you learned, it does not depend upon reference frame. So that's all for today. Let's continue in our next session. Thank you for watching.